Good evening, and welcome back to the second to last day. We're almost there, everybody. We're getting real close. It is the 23rd of December. This is the Advent calendar, and we're nearly finished. We know what's coming. It's not going to be a surprise. It can be one of two things. It's either going to be our D6 or it's going to be our big D10. Our big D10 as opposed to our little D10 because it's going to be a tens place one. It's going to be an oldies or it's going to be something bad. So the more astute among you may remember that I made a promise that when the D6 comes up, we would delve into something that's a little atypical. However, the showman in me refuses to finish on a bad note, so here's what we're going to do. If we get a D6 today, the day before Christmas Eve, I am going to dive into the forgotten part of the CD collection, the ones that don't get displayed, and pick out the backup CD that I had chosen. However, if it's the D10 today, I absolutely refuse to leave on a sour note. So instead of doing that, we're going to go for the one realistically we should have always finished on. You'll probably know which one I'm talking about, but if you haven't, go back away. It's been mentioned more than once. We won't curse ourselves and say anything too soon. So that's going to be the sport anyway. If it's D10 today, standard roll, pick off the oldies list, and we're going to go for something special tomorrow. But if it's D6 today, we're going to go for something really bad. So without further ado, let's see what we get. Oh yeah, it's something bad. It's gonna be something bad. All right, fantastic, fan-fucking-tastic. Look at that. Well, this doesn't need to be rolled because there's no result on this that could give us anything good. It's only badness. It's only going to be badness. Let me go dive into the drawer. Yeah, we don't talk about the drawer, but what we do sometimes talk about is my habit of picking up CDs based upon the cover. And sometimes that's because I think the cover is interesting or cool looking, or it looks like a cover to the kind of music I might enjoy. And oftentimes, yeah, that is the case. And sometimes, just sometimes, I pick up something because I don't really understand what it is. And listening does not further that understanding to any great degree. So I'll be back in a minute. Let me go find that one. And I did try to save us. I didn't think it'd have to come to this. Part of me hoped it never would, but we don't decide what comes in the Advent calendar. We just have to go with what we roll, don't we? So, this is the adventures of Captain Mac and the Starship Peace and Unity. I'm sure that you can understand by looking at this why I paid $3.95 for this album. It's different. It's sort of like how to describe the adventures of Captain Mac and the Starship Peace and Unity. It's not as bad as Ancient Dreams in a Modern Land. And it's definitely no Freedom Child. As a matter of fact, I'm not even sure if it's bad. I'm not really sure what it is. It's sort of like a musical, sort of like take Jeff Lynne's War of the Worlds and strip away all the quality. Maybe quality is a bit mean. Take all the story, because I'm sure there is story to the adventures of Captain Mac and the Starship Peace and Unity. I don't doubt it for a minute. I mean, you don't put a CD like this together without an idea of what you're doing, but it sort of plays out like a musical, which you think, oh, I like musicals, Hamilton came up in a previous video. You like Hamilton, but you won't like Adventures of Captain Mac and the Starship Peace and Unity. No, I actually won't. It's not very good. if the artwork wasn't enough of a giveaway. Um, and it's a bit challenging because we've had a number of concept albums, and a lot of them were good. You know, they were decent. You know, the stories you could kind of pick up on, or sort of invent in yourself. But there's a song in this album where it kind of sounds like, I don't know if this actually happened, but it sounds, for all intents and purposes, like someone just got a text to speech to sort of talk over their keyboard electronica, which is not my cup of tea. It should be said, it's really not my cup of tea. And when I picked this up, it was very much a curiosity buy. This was not something I saw and thought, oh, this is gonna kick ass. I saw this and I thought, I need to know. I need to know who's fucking learn to paint and draw manga anime faces. Fucking album cover. I need to know more about it, and I did, and I bought it, and I listened to it, and I still don't fucking know. I'm still not sure, but we can delve into the deep lore if you want. There's a bunch of lore, well, lyrics. Let's be fair here, and comic panels that I guess you can color in if you'd like to, or maybe it's an artistic statement. Maybe it's all an artistic statement. Who's to say? I'm guessing that'll be the Starship Peace and Unity. Yeah. What's, to me at least, fascinating about this album is I have no frame of reference for what this was or what it was designed to be. I don't imagine that if I had that frame of reference, it would make the quality of the music any better, because it's really, really not my thing. You know, and it's like someone put a lot of thought into this. This was a presentation piece. Like, the artwork itself might not be up to snuff, but the actual construction of the booklet and everything like that, like, and the whole case, like the way it's done up like a book, it's someone cared. This was not shat out. You don't do this by accident. Like, somebody, I'm guessing the artist of these pieces, cared quite a bit about this. If you're not picking up on the story yet from all of these cinematic shots, join the crew. That's let me get this fucking picked up right. That kind of says it all. I don't choose the thumbnails, but I'm gonna hold on this for long enough that maybe, just maybe, YouTube will, because I challenge anyone to guess what the fuck this is from the thumbnail. I've listened to the album and I'm still not sure. Yeah, we'll just finish it out, because that man's playing a guitar with a cowboy hat, and I'm guessing, in the end, it was a love story, I suppose, between a man in a Dragon Ball Z karate uniform and a short blue woman. You and me, and you say what you want to say with your eyes. I can see distant memories are caught in your mind. It's just you and me now. Well, at least picking a lyric for the description will be easy. Yeah, this is... You can understand why I opened the way that I did for this video, because this would ruin Christmas if this was the culmination of all of our time together, if I finished out on the adventures of Captain Mac and the Starship Peace and Unity. No one wants that. Like I didn't even see her in the artwork book. Is that her? Maybe. I don't know. And frankly, I don't really care. This is going back in the drawer. This is the dark side that we don't talk about. The Adventures of Captain Mac and the Starship Peace and Unity by I don't even know. I don't even think it's by anybody. Oh. The story. No, I think that's just that this is the story of the Adventures of Captain Mac and the Starship Peace and Unity. In case you couldn't guess. In case you thought this was like, you know, part 3 of 4. Maybe it is. I haven't a notion. But that's day 23. We can still save Christmas, though. Don't worry. Come back tomorrow to see what we get. And if it's something shit, it might be made shitter. Maybe I'll make an executive decision. Maybe I'll finally deliver on some promises. All to play for. 2 more sleeps to go. See you tomorrow.